Hey guys, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more FIFA 22 career mode here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a brand new career series as Inter Milan. We're playing as Simone Inzaghi on Fifers Realism mod here today. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. We've wrapped up the Jose Mourinho Roma career series, and I really enjoyed my time in Italy, so I wanted to stay. We're going to be joining the rival Inter. So I've added a bunch of transfers, Haaland, Nunes to Liverpool, and I've added a bunch on top of this. But welcome to the daily career mode series is Inter. We're going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks. The main objective of this series is to try and reclaim that Serie title, losing it to Roma in the career series, and of course to AC in real life. We've got a lot of new signings we need to bring in. We've recently signed Mkhitaryan and Lukaku, and as we're using the realism mod, as you can see, we can choose from a bunch of these managers. We can even have Mikel Arteta as Inter manager if you wanted. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments, guys, about all of nothing Arsenal. What do you honestly think? Was it good? Was it great? Was it terrible? I'm curious. It's okay. It's meh. It's just like, I like to see some of the players and conversations, but mostly they're just like propaganda pieces. Like all the juicy stuff you don't get. But anyway, let's get stuck in playing as Inter. Inzaghi has signed, and just look how good he looks with the proper face scan as well. So we want to try and win the league. We want to try and win the Coppa Italia. And we also want to win the UEFA Champions League as well. Inter have a bright future now with Simone Inzaghi at the helm. Here is the team. 3-1-4-2. Would like to slightly edit it, make it a little bit more stable. Romelu Lukaku is obviously signed, 88 rated. And Mkhitaryan as well, which is a surprising signing. I wouldn't have thought that he would have left Roma, to be honest. But a decent career mode player, a little bit past it in real life, let's be honest. But anyway, 50 million euros in the bank. Let's bring in some new players. So here's the default formation. I'm going to try and change it to my liking. Boom. 4-4-2. I think that's what we're going to go with. Make it fucking solid. Martinez, Lukaku leading the line. Chinoglu, Barella, Brozovic, Mkhitaryan, Dumfries, Skriniar, De Vrij, Guzens, Handanovic. That's a pretty solid career mode team. Sanchez, Vidal returning on the bench. Bassoni, he might be looking to go. Carrera, Dzeko as well. I would like to bring in maybe another winger or something. I don't know. I'll just have to see who is sort of available. Alright, so Dybala's at Dortmund for some reason. Bernardeschi's at Fenerbahce. And Morata's at River Plate. Okay, it's because they were free agents when their contract expired. Okay, that's weird. So, Dybala's moved to Dortmund. So, I would like to try and bring him into Inter, if we can. I think he'd be really quite good on that left-hand side. But it's going to cost me heaps. We could send them Ivan Perisic. No, they want Bastoni. We might have to do that. Player plus cash deal. I had him on the free agent list, or I think he went to it. So that's why he got picked up by Dortmund on a free, which sucks. Anyway, Dybala will be our new left winger. It's going to cost me a fair bit though, 180,000 euros a week, and this gameplay was obviously recorded before him signing to Roma. Now I think I want to put him on the left wing. Yeah, I think that's what I want. So just think of this as an alternative timeline. What if Dybala signed for Inter rather than Roma? 87 rated on that left-hand side. But to be honest, at the start of the window, if I had to make a bet, I wouldn't have thought he would have gone to Roma over Inter. No way. Starting things off here today in the friendly tournament in the US of A. We've got the Florida Cup. We're going to be facing Inter Miami, Philadelphia, and Chelsea. Kicking things off with a match against Philly. Unfortunately, 11 minutes in, we lose possession. Philadelphia have an amazing piece of play going forward. And would you believe it, on American home soil, Philadelphia are beaten Inter. We looked for a quick response just before the 18th minute. Lautaro finds Barella and Lukaku gets slipped on him. And that is just like a perfectly executed Lukaku goal. Floats on in, playing that high line. And you kind of forget how rapid this big boy is. He makes it 1-1. First goal for Inter. We look to extend our lead. Lukaku joins the attack. Mkhitaryan as well. Was it? Yeah, I guess they played together at United at one point, which is kind of weird. Anyway, Lautaro Martinez released to football. And it's going to be interesting to see where his career lies. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up at Bayern Munich, to be honest. Particularly with Robert Lewandowski moving to Barcelona, which is an insane move. I don't know where the fuck Barcelona are getting all this money from. 50 million for him. Crazy. Skriniar looking to build it up from the back. 2-1 up. After that, a little bit of a shocker conceding that goal. Lukaku has turned on the afterburners here. Finds Brozovic. Martinez with the layup, and we're 3-1 up. Playing some glorious football, the boys. And we fucking switched on. That first goal by Philly really shocked us into an aggressive attack, and we've gone on a fucking rampage. 3-1 we lead, and it was really nice work goal there. Lautaro Martinez on the volley puts his name on the score sheet, and so far I am loving this 4-4-2 formation. Particularly in career mode, you have to just be really on point if you're playing a 3 at the back. I nearly prefer a 4-4-2 this season in Serie A. So we started off the cup well, absolutely smashing Philly. They did pick up a good goal, and Handanovic did unfortunately not get the clean sheet. But we're going to be playing against Chelsea here now. Real big test against Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. And let's get things underway. 32 minutes in. Brozovic wins it back from Jorginho. Barella goes forward. Lukaku against his former side. Barella finds Martinez, who drives it low and hard. And we've made it 1-0 against Chelsea, a team we're probably going to meet in the Champions League this season. And that's how it ended, just a 1-0 victory. Lukaku gets vengeance against his former side. Alright, we're going to be facing David Beckham's Inter Miami. It's the Battle of the Inters. Hopefully it's a good one. A weird derby I didn't expect. Inter versus Inter. Let's fucking go. Brozovic. Lautaro. So far, don't really need to tweak this squad too much. We've hit the ground running, and same with Romelu Lukaku as well. This guy has joined Inter with an absolute fucking vengeance to get his career back on track. I kind of feel bad for Lukaku for his second time back in England after leaving. I feel like it was a little bit of his fault, but I don't know. I just think they didn't deploy him properly either. And he also played in like a 2-part striker formation. I don't know. What do you reckon? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Lukaku in the comments. I like Lukaku. That's my fucking bias. But anyway, Mkhitaryan stepped up here. And so far, we have absolutely hit the ground running in this series. Like, we're working so well together. And we've managed to beat Inter Miami 2-0 here. Compared to the Roma series, where we kind of struggled in the tournaments. Maybe because Inter's just overall, like a higher rated overall team. Maybe it's just more solid. I just feel like I struggled early in that Roma series. Anyway, match against Bayern here. Pretty big match. Robert Lewandowski finds Goretzka. Back to Robert Lewandowski. Makes it 1-0. This is before his signing to Barcelona. I'm curious to see how well he does. I'm actually curious to see where Aubameyang goes. Like, will he be leaving? Might have already done it, so by the time this video comes out. That's the problem when you're recording career mode videos. I'm trying to talk about football in an active transfer window. Like, stuff can become old news in like 24 hours. It's kind of crazy. But unfortunately here, we lose to Bayern Munich. narrowly 1-0. But it wasn't too bad of an attempt in the friendly tournament in the US of A, being knocked out by Bayern, a quality opposition. Moving on now, we have the Supercoppa against Juventus, which we've got a chance to win. So first piece of silverware out of a potential 4 we can win. Super Cup, more or less the equivalent of the English Community Shield. Let's go against Juve. Fully licensed, of course, on Fifers Realism mod. First half incredibly quiet. Juventus looked better in the second, and Locatelli at the other end starts off the scoring late on. Pretty cagey. Both teams playing pretty good, but it was Juventus to break the deadlock and start off the scoring in that atrocious blue and yellow kit. I don't fucking like the look of it whatsoever. I think it looks kind of gross. That kit. What do you guys reckon? I also don't like the yellow Arsenal kit. I know, controversial. A lot of people love it. I do not like that banana skin of a football kit. You gross. But unfortunately, we did lose 1-0 there. On a little bit of a downward spiral, unfortunately. Losing to Juventus in the Supercoppa. That would have been a really good piece of motivation and strength going into the league season with the cup. But unfortunately, we lost, well, both of them. Alright, we're going to be kicking things off, starting the season against Juventus after losing against them. Laporte joined Barca, Pereira joined Manchester City, freeing up some of the funds. But let's get stuck into the old lady, away in Turin. Let's go. Hopefully we can pick up the W. Once again, very cagey in the first half. This time around, we look a little bit better in the second. Mkhitaryan trying to chase down that football. Chesney gets closed down, nearly gets it clear. Dybala facing his former side. Arthur wins the football back, and now Juventus look to counter-attack. Playing it around their backline quite slowly here. Rabiot, Sandro, Lukaku intercepts brilliantly and tries to go with another counter-attack for Inter. Lautaro, back to Lukaku. Barella, nice little bit of skill, starts off the scoring. Where the hell were you when we needed you in the Supercoppa final? But to be fair, trying to make top 4, trying to go for the league title is probably more important than trying to win the Supercup, let's be fair. But Barella, with a piece of brilliance, makes it 1-0 against Juve. Really nice goal there. Right off the side netting. Chesney really couldn't deal with that. And now we take the 1-0 lead away in Turin. And hopefully the 3 points with it as well. We need to stabilise, hold, and goddamn park that fucking bus. But so far, loving this Inter team. 4-4-2. Obviously, I've only brought in Dybala, but Inter brought in Lukaku and Martinez. But so far, I could upgrade the goalkeeper because Sammy is a little bit old. And he will be going down in stats this season. Obviously amazing in real life. But unfortunately, in FIFA, he's really going to drop down. Juventus trying to respond here. Passing the football brilliantly. Rabiot gets dangerously in the box. Locatelli scores against us, unfortunately. It's 1-1 again. Couldn't hold on to that narrow lead. And it looks like it could potentially be a draw this time in the league. But that man there, Locatelli, really should be fucking man-marking him, allowing him to float and drift on in. But I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of Handanovic, to be honest. Like, that's a crazy strike, but he is nowhere near that. Clean-cut goal there by Juventus. And Locatelli scores 2 goals against me within 2 matches. Fuck me. As Zachariah comes on to shut up shop and essentially close any attacking momentum for us going forward. And that's how it ended. 1-1. Even with this corner kick, it ended in nothing. A draw against Juventus. Alright, match against Udinese here. Hopefully we can pick up our first win of the season. let's get things underway. Away. 21 minutes in. Good tackle there by Dumfries. Rumoured to be joining Chelsea. I reckon he's going to stay at Inter though, if that's my guess. As Mkhitaryan finds Lautaro Martinez and releases that right foot. Dude, let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to be the top goal scorer for this career series? Will it be Lautaro or Lukaku? As we take the lead away at Udinese. And ultimately the result. A draw against Juventus and a 1-0 victory over Udinese. Alright, we could probably do with some more reinforcements. I'm tempted to nearly bring in Nicolas Gonzalez and maybe Raymer, whatever his name is, Brazilian centre-back Torino, on a budget. Someone like him or an Ibanez would be like a decent centre-back replacement, or just like giving us some defensive solidity. So, I've heard good things about this guy. The Brazilian from Torino, the youngster. Check him the fuck out. Alright, I will. 3-year deal potentially. Speaking of Torino, did you guys see that fucking mad bust up they had a couple weeks ago now? Allegedly. It was crazy about like transfer policy. Hilarious. Very Italian. Love it. Gotta love the gusto. But yeah, Google that. Torino training bust up. You'd be like, what the fuck? He's only 76 rated, which is kind of shit. Alright, let's go for Nico Gonzalez. A dude who I used to rave about on Football Manager. Who did he play for? Leipzig? It was no. It was like Leverkusen or something. Or Stuttgart. I can't remember exactly. He played for someone in Germany. It was a really good pickup. I'm surprised he actually moved to Fiorentina in real life. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on again and attaches his way onto some top 6 European side, picking up European football. He's a pretty good player, really young. Nicolas Gonzalez, would recommend him if you need a tricky winger / striker on a budget. He's definitely like Newcastle, West Ham sort of level. Leicester, like he'd be fucking decent for any of those sides. Anyway, we're going to be picking him up as a rotational player. Mostly to replace Mkhitaryan if he gets a little bit exhausted. I think he'd be decent. For 20 million, Fiorentina. Nice, baby. So, a couple of older players, couple of youngsters. I feel like this Inter squad is more than capable of either winning the Champions League or the Scudetto, the league title. Coming to the last couple of hours of transfer deadline day, we will have another match here today to wrap things up. But yeah, massive deal. Laporte for 91 million to join Barca. Where are they getting this money from? Insane. Quagliarella has joined Fiorentina. Okay. Grimaldo has joined Juventus. But we've spent £100 million on players, plus whatever Lukaku is going to be. Yeah, Grimaldo they signed. They got rid of Juan Cuadrado, Danilo, and Chiellini. 80 in, 50 out. And we're going to be ending things off here today with a match against Salernitana as we sit in 7th place after 2 games. Let's get stuck into them and hopefully end things off on a high. Alright. Lukaku bringing it back to Brozovic. Let's go. Let's try and pick up the W. 9 minutes in. Inter look good. Lukaku drops someone and slips it back to Dybala, who makes it 1-0, scoring his first goal for Inter in the league season. I think he looks better in an Inter kit. Looks good. Kisses the camera, and we take that 1-0 lead in the pouring rain at San Siro. So gutted that the stadium will be demolished soon. Ugh. I know it's awful in some areas, but my god. It's a heritage site. 1-0 up, oozing with confidence. Inter want their second. Lautaro, Barella. We've got so much firepower up there. Lautaro, Lukaku, Dybala. It's only a matter of time before someone gets on the score sheet. This time Mickey, though, who makes it 2-0. who's been outstanding. He actually could be the highest goal scorer behind Lukaku or something so far. Great ball in by Lautaro, but Mkhitaryan, insane. He's been playing so well for me so far, and hopefully it's the start of many more things to come. And we're going to end it there 2-0. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 1 of the FIFA 22 Inter Milan career series on Fifers Realism mod. We are playing as Simone Inzaghi, fully face scanned in, which is awesome. Stay tuned for episode 2 of this daily career mode series coming out at the exact same time tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to be enjoying this career series. We're sort of in the downturn, sort of the end phase of FIFA 22, and I'm just sort of chilling. I'm enjoying some just different career modes that aren't in the Premier League, to be honest. But once FIFA 23 comes out, I will be hitting you guys with a lot of Premier League content, which I really can't wait. I can't wait to test out the new season, all those new signings. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure to like and sub if you haven't already as well. My name has been Simpsy. Make sure to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.